Hey G Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool mirror here, and pretty much what this is an office chair. If you can see, for the one that we got right here is from this brand, and right here in the front they do show you guys an image of what the product looks like. But what I'll do right now is open up and show you guys what's included inside, and then we'll set it up. So once you guys do open up, here's what the inside looks like. Let's take everything out. So there's a lot of parts inside for you to use, but here we do have the arms. Here we do have the back. Right here we do have the seat. Here we do have the headrest option, or the neck area. Right here we do have the lever, and here we do have the legs. And the very last thing, we do have a box inside. And I'm assuming inside this box is probably like the feet, the parts for the different screws, etc. And that is pretty much everything that's inside. So what I'll do right now is take off all the different parts on here in terms of wrapping to show you guys what it actually looks like. And we'll also open up the box as well. So I'll just skip this part right here so that way we can save you guys some time. Alright, so once you guys take everything out in terms of the wrapper, this is everything that's included inside. So we do have the lever in the back, we do have the headrest, we do have the back part, the seat, we do have the legs, the arms, etc. And then here we do have the box. So inside the box, they do give you guys the part where they use for different screws and accessory. They give you guys some gloves so that way it won't hurt yourself when you guys do use it or install it. We do have the different part for the actual lever, etc. They do give you guys the wheels. They do give you guys the instruction manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. Here we do have the part for you guys to lift up and lift it down. And right here, we do have some other parts. Let me see what's this part right here. So it looks like this part right here is the part for you guys to attach it together. So that way you can put the chair or the seat and the back part together, which I'll show you in a second. And then for this part right here, this looks like a cover that you can put on the back part to make it look a bit nicer. And here's another accessory part that you guys want to use. But right here is what the lever looks like, or the part for the exhaust, where you guys can push it up and push it down. And that's pretty much everything that's included in the actual package. So what I'm doing right now is to set it up and show you guys what it looks like. So the first thing you guys want to do is to set the wheels first. So let's take it out. And you guys want to insert in the bottom. So this is what it looks like on this side. And then here's our side. When you guys feel materials on here, very high quality if that's in here. But literally all you need to do is just insert it in on all the holes. Once you guys lock it in, that is what it looks like. So then do the same thing for all of them. It's probably a lot easier if you guys were to put it on the ground and then push it down compared to when you guys use a force like this. It's a little bit harder. So I'm actually put this down on the ground and then put it in and then show you guys what it looks like once you're done. If you guys don't want to put it on the ground, I do want to show you guys another way for you to use it. So if you guys do put on a glove, it makes it a lot easier as well. So I think that's why they actually give you guys a glove, just in case if you guys do have a hard time or trouble doing it. When you guys do put on a glove, it makes it so much easier for you to put it on. Let me see. So we do have one more left. The way they design it is actually very tough to the point that it is very hard for you guys to even put it in, which is a good and bad thing. Bad because you guys will struggle, but good because it will be very sturdy when you guys do put it in and you don't have to worry about it falling out. Alright, so once you guys got it all on, now you can work the next step. Alright, so the next step what you're going to do is to put this on here first. Once it goes all the way through, you guys can put this on top like this. And you're done with that part. If you guys do look at the next page, the next part is for you guys to set up the back part of the actual chair. So I'll put this on one side for now. And now let's start setting the back part. And let's take off the glove. Alright, so for the next part, you guys want to put this on right here in the back. And you guys want to screw it on. So you have to make sure it fits the hole in the back. So just like that. And the screws that you guys want to use, it should be this one. And you guys can use the tool to actually screw it on. So let's take it out first. So we're going to need 4 of them. And you guys want to get out the tool as well. So let's screw it on. You guys want to make sure you guys screw in each one of them first before you guys tighten up. Because if you guys make it too tight and you guys can't screw it on later, then you guys have to unscrew it and do the same thing again. So make your life a lot easier doing like this, where you guys make sure all of them fit in first. Alright, so now that we got it all in, now you can tighten up. Alright, once you guys got it in, you guys are done with this part. So I'll put this on one side because we don't need that for now. The next thing that we want to work on is the bottom part of the seat. And what we want to do is to set the arms on both sides. And the screws that we'll be using according to here is the same one, which is the medium one. So there should be 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And when you guys do set it up, you guys want to make sure which side is the front and the back. This side is the front and this is the back. And when you guys do look on here, it does tell you guys which side is the right and which side is left. So this one is right. So I'm going to put it right here. So same thing for this part, you guys want to make sure all of them goes in first before you guys do tighten up. Alright, so that should be good. So this actually looks like when you guys do guys set up. So what I'm doing right now is do the same thing on this side. So I'll probably just skip the video for this part and then show you guys what it looks like once we're done with this part. So that way you can save you guys some time. Alright, so once you guys finish, this actually looks like for this part right here. And then here is bottom. So the next thing that you guys want to do is to set up this part right here, which is for the lever. And when you guys do set it up, you guys want to make sure the front part is facing the front. So it shouldn't be like this. You guys want to turn the other way like this. And there should be 4 screws for you to screw on. And the one you guys want to use according to here is the 4 short ones. So let's take out the 4 short ones right here. And then same thing for this part right here. You guys want to make sure all of them goes in first before you guys do tighten up. So I'm going to screw it in first and then show you guys what it looks like once we're done. So once you guys are done, this actually looks like in the bottom. So they do have 2 levers for you guys to use here. And I'll show you guys what both of them are for in a second. But here we do have the switch or the knob for you guys to turn. One side for the resistance to increase and one for the decrease. So depending if you guys want to increase or lower the resistance for the declining option, you can feel free to do so on here. And also the lever as well. So once you guys finish this step, you guys work on the next step. So the next step is for you guys to flip it over like this. And when you guys do to put the back part on here, you guys want to use the big bolts right here with the silver one and screw it onto the bottom. So I'm going to get the other part and then we'll screw it together. So you see how for this part right here, there's 1, 2, 3 hole. So that is where you guys want to screw it in the bottom. So let's lift it up and let's put it in like this. And you guys want to put the bolt inside and screw it on. It's going to be hard for me to show you guys in this angle. So what I'm going to do is just screw it on first, especially because I don't have anyone helping me holding it. So it's really hard for me to multitask. And once you guys got it in, you guys can use the big one right here to screw it in. Make sure it's got all of them in before you guys do tighten up. Alright, so this actually looks like in the bottom once you guys got it all set right there. And the other thing that I forgot to show you guys earlier is for the back part right here. You guys want to insert this in. So you pretty much want to put it inside right here and lock it in. Just like that. So that way it looks pretty nice in the back when you guys do put it on. But once you guys are done with this part, now you can work on the next step. So the next step after this is for you guys to bring this part up. And you guys want to put this on top. So I just want to make sure the hole right here in the bottom fits into right there. So once you guys got it in, you guys can kind of like move it around a little bit to make sure it goes in. Once you guys kind of got it locked in, then you guys are all set with this part. And the very last thing for you guys to do or to set up is the actual headrest. So I'm actually bring this down on the floor to give you guys a better point of view because you guys can't see it anymore. Alright, so in the back part here, we do have the screws. And I do want to mention for this part here, it is adjustable. So feel free to adjust it based on the height you guys do want. But let's say for example, if you guys keep it here, you guys want to get the 2 long screws to screw it on. So put it in here, get your tool ready to screw it on. Alright, so once you guys got it on, now you guys are all set. So what I'm doing right now is to move the table to show you guys what it looks like when you guys do use it. Alright, so once you guys put it on the ground, here is what the product looks like. So you can see throughout the product, they do have this very nice breathable mesh material. Same thing for this cushion in the bottom as well. That feels really nice when you guys do feel it. And also for the headrest right here. For this headrest, you do have the option, like I mentioned, for you to raise it up or raise it down. So feel free to push it down or raise it up, which is really cool. And same thing for the back part right here, they do have the option for you to raise it up and down as well. So just like this. So that way you can get that lumbar support in the back and you don't have to buy your own lumbar support pillow or anything. And then for the arm option right here on both sides, you do have this button on both sides for you to push, for you to bring up or bring it down, which is really convenient. Same thing for this side as well. If you guys want to bring it up, bring it down, you do have the option available. And when you guys do feel the actual material that's on here, it does feel pretty nice. But if it's not comfortable enough for you guys, you can feel free to add your own armrest pillow on here that you can purchase separately. But once we do sit down on here, the cushion on here definitely feels very nice. And even when I do lay back on here, it feels really nice as well. I love that lumbar support in the back, where I give you guys the support in the back, so that way you can sit up straight, especially if you guys are working all day for a long period of time, or if you guys are in the office or something. It's actually very convenient. The one thing that I do notice about the actual armrest is the fact that it does not give you the option to move it left and right, or even like forward or backward, like a lot of other office chairs that I've viewed in the past. But when you guys do actually use the chair to actually glide around, let me show you guys when it actually works. So the wheels are actually very quiet even here, but they are pretty smooth. And if you guys do want to turn 360, it definitely works pretty well. And then in terms of the lever that's on the bottom, like I mentioned, you do have the option to use it. So one of them is for you to bring it up and bring it down. So I do pull it right here. Right now we do have it down. If I do stand up and try again, it does go up, and that is pretty much how high I can go. If I do pull again, it brings it down, and this is how low it can go. Whereas for the other lever on this side right here, like I mentioned, for this one, it works differently. So pretty much what this is for is to lock the position for the back part. So you can see how right now I can't really rock, but if I do actually unlock it, now I do have the option to bring it all the way down if I do want to. And this is pretty much how far I can go. If I do bring it back up, it does come back up. But the cool thing about this part right here is the fact that, let's say for example, if I do bring it all the way down, if I want to keep it in this position, I can push it down. If I do come back up, it pretty much keeps it in that position, which is really nice. So that way, maybe if you guys want to take a break, you can just lay back and just relax. And once you guys are done with break, just pull it back up, and it comes back up. But just remember that when you guys do bring it back up, you guys want to lock it. If you guys forget to lock it, you do have the option to lean back. So sometimes if you guys forget, then you probably will just fall back really quickly. So make sure to keep it locked if you guys don't want to lean back. And like I mentioned, for the front part right here, they do have that switch for you guys to turn the resistance on here. If you guys want to increase or lower the resistance, that is totally up to you guys. We're not going to cover that in this video. In terms of the height of the arm that's on here, it is tall enough for you guys to use for like your dining table, like the one I have. But depending on what kind of tables you have, maybe like your office desk, some of them will not work. And the fact that how this one does not allow you guys to raise it up or raise it down like the other one that I do have, which I'll probably cover in a different video, it makes it a little bit of an inconvenience. So that way, if you guys want to push your chair all the way in, it won't work. But for the table that I just showed you guys, it will work. So I'm actually bringing it back over and show you guys what I mean. So for example, for this table right here that I have, if I do want to slide it in, I can definitely go in like that. But if I want to push it in like this, I can't really go in all the way because the arm is actually in the way of the feet that's on the table. So that is what I mean about the arm option right here for the chair. Depending on what kind of table you guys do have, some of them won't work and some of them it will work. But definitely when you guys use the chair, it feels really comfortable, if insane. But that is everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and test the product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not. So for this chair, I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. If you guys need one of these, especially if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality office chair that give you guys everything that I mentioned on here in terms of armrest option, the adjustable lever for the seat, and also the option for you to lean back as well. And also if you guys like the mesh material and the headrest option as well, then I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't one of these, obviously don't buy one and save your money on something else you actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.